Hi, this is Tara for HealingCrystals.com, and this is the Zodiac Crystal Card reading for the week of November 2nd through November 8th. And now it's really dark outside because we changed the clocks yesterday, and I wasn't ready for it to be quite so dark just yet, but that's okay. Let's take a look at what the cards want us to know for this week. So remember, the first card that we draw is always, that's the one that represents you in the coming week. And that card is the Virgo stress card. And the crystal here is pink calcite. It feels like there's just a lot going on. It's more of a busyness kind of a stress. Just like, you know, there's just a lot of, maybe a lot going on at school, at work, at whatever. And it feels like the days, I don't know about you, but for me, it just, like, I don't know how it got to be November. It's just, everything is just going so fast, and there's just a lot going on in a very short period of time. And that, of course, is going to cause some stress. And, you know, it's interesting that calcite is the crystal that pops up, because calcite is actually, and I could be wrong, but I believe it's the most abundant crystal on Earth. I think there's more calcite on like in the layers of the Earth than there is anything else. So I think what this is also trying to tell us is that, you know, being grounded will keep you more supported and enable you to keep up the pace without becoming too stressed out. So that's the first card. The second card is going to be the greatest strength and your greatest weakness for the week, and that one is the Sagittarius. It's the birthstone, and it's actually turquoise. Turquoise, and it's about optimism, and it's about trusting your insight and going with your gut. Like a lot of you know, I'm a Sagittarius. I just kind of like, you know, I'm always just kind of like flying by the seat of my pants. I'm very much a shoot first, ask questions later kind of person. So not always, as much as I try to be prepared, I'm not always that prepared for things. And that might be, that could be helpful for you right now. If you know, I think what this card is trying to tell us is that preparation is always key when you've got a lot going on. You want to have a plan. You want to, you know what has to get done, and have a schedule in mind for yourself. But when it falls apart, because it probably will, you want to be able to rely on yourself and just remain optimistic and know that everything will work out and you will get everything done and everything will keep flowing. And you know, it's kind of like turquoise is I always think of turquoise as like a mix of all the elements of fire, of sky, of the earth, of water, and I think it's a very balancing crystal in a lot of ways. And balance is about using your mental facilities, using your instincts, going with your gut and going with your knowledge. And I think that, you know, it can work for you very well this week. But if you rely too much on either one, that's going to work against you. So you don't want to rely too much on instinct. You want to have a plan, but you don't want to be so caught up in that plan that if it doesn't go as well as it should be, or if it falls apart, that you allow that stress to build up within you. So I think that's just the guidance that it's offering us for this week. And finally, the last card that we draw, that's the surprise, the little something special that the universe has for us this week. And it's the Scorpio stress card. Now you may be saying to yourself, I don't know how helpful Scorpio and stress can be for me, but here's what I want you to think about. Scorpio, it can be challenging energy to work with. Even Scorpios themselves, I know quite a few of them, have a hard time working with this energy. It's very emotional. It's very deep. I hate to use the word dark. I'm going to use it, but I don't want to use it in like a negative way, because there's a lot of good things in the dark. And I think that what this card is trying to tell us is that that's the energy that's surrounding us right now. And if you're willing to put yourself out there and go into that darkness, that's where you're going to find the light, because that's where it is. So whatever's going on, whatever's causing you stress, whatever's bringing up your tension, face it, go into it, have the courage to deal with it, and you're going to find the light, and you're going to find the release of all that stress. And that's what Scorpio can do for you, because Scorpio is a water sign. And water signs are cleansing, and they release everything, and that's what Scorpio will do for you if you allow it to. Don't forget to check out the weekly and the daily horoscopes on healingcrystals.com and on our Facebook page, Crystal Talk. Have a happy, magical, light-filled week.